And so they had in the late 70s, they had a company called the Newman Freeman Racing thing. And Paul Newman was a pretty accomplished race car driver.
Yeah.
And they would get into Winnebago and they would travel around. And this is a story for Greg. That watch that he has is a Rolex Daytona.
Oh yeah.
And Paul Newman's wife, Joanne Woodward, had the watch there. And it says, "To Paul with love, Joanne." And that he remembers that watch. Bill remembers that watch because that watch was, they put it up on the dashboard when they're racing and they just leave it in the Winnebago, and anybody could have stole that watch that ended up selling for how much?
The original one?
Yeah, his.
Outrageous.
It was something like 5 million or something.
Wow. 5 million for a watch?
5 million. I mean, it's a very famous Rolex Daytona.
Yeah.
And Bill, he was a friend of mine right up until, and he ended up, he started out strong, but ended up with no money at all. I helped support him a little bit, Gene's money, but that's one Rolex story. Another Rolex story is, I'm in a bar, and a kid had this watch, friend of mine, somebody in a bar, and we're drinking. He needs $300 real bad, which I happen to have. So I buy the watch. I probably, it was probably fake, I thought.
Yeah.
But I took it to jeweler's, real watch, it had the gray face on it. Well, I go broke just like he did, and I have to, this is after my marriage and had no money, so I take it to a pawn shop to, pawn the watch.
Yeah.
You know how much the interest rates are at pawn shops?
They're
10 points a week.
A week?
No, 20% a month.
Whoa.
So my $300 at the end of the month, I owed $360. Well, I didn't have the $360.
Gone.
That Rolex went to the pawn shop.
Yeah. How much do you think that Rolex would have been worth?
I don't know, 5,000, 8,000, I don't know.
Really?
Wow.
Depends on what kind.
Well,
Yeah.
it was, I don't know. When you don't have any money, you don't have any money.
Yeah. Gotta sell something.
So anyway, is that a good enough story, or you need more stories?
That's a great story.
That's a good story.